All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between. Well, this is going to be between HurricaneBo versus Bolbbalang4. I don't believe I've cast any of these two particular players in the past, but we will see how they go. All right, over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Bolbbalang spawning as the red. The blue orc. Unfortunately, I do need to keep Fog of War off on this side, so the colors are going to be backwards. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we see HurricaneBo spawning as the red Night Elf. Night Elf versus Orc in this 1v1 matchup. Gonna have a good time casting for you all. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy it. And, just to let you guys know out there, if you guys want to support me, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That does make my videos a little bit more relevant on YouTube. After that, go ahead if you have Amazon Prime or would like to donate or anything like that. All of that does definitely help pay the bills, as well. Bills are something that do end up, well, piling up from time to time. Excuse me. Wow, having a little bit of a difficult time just trying to talk right now. Hopefully I'm not too tired or anything of that sort, as it is going to be a Tauren Chieftain first. All right, with the Tauren Chieftain first, I may be able to just swap the colors there. So the Tauren Chieftain first, don't have to try to track a Blade Master on the minimap. Meanwhile, on the other side here, it is gonna be wow, Keeper of the Grove. A little bit of a persistent cough that's been hanging around. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad of a situation. Peon quick, or well, we see the Wisp Strictly trying to get away. We are getting up a Voodoo Lounge, and interestingly enough, we are getting up a second Orc Burrow. So this is going to be quite a bit of a delay to Tier 2. That does make a lot of sense in this particular instance because, well, because of the fact that the Tauren Chieftain really needs to level up. We're going to take a look back across over here. There is a Wisp. Are we going to perhaps see a Stomp followed by... are we going to see a Stomp or a Detonation? Oh, there goes the kill. And now HurricaneBo has to be wondering, what am I going to be doing up against a Tauren Chieftain first? Tauren Chieftain first with Endurance Aura going after the giant sea turtle here. The Tauren Chieftain is absorbing a lot of that damage. You can see all this mainly piercing damage coming in from that larger guy. Meanwhile, let's see, also splitting out that damage a little bit across between the units. Not quite sure why you would actually want to do that. A little bit of a dance back and forth there, as the Tauren Chieftain should be able to heal back up. Hello from Slovakia, and well, most exciting time of the day has come. Nightpire, thank you for tuning in. Always glad to see everyone just tuning in and joining in here. Tauren Chieftain first coming in this matchup. Not quite sure what to expect here. Scroll of Town Portal should not be sold, since the Tauren Chieftain does get caught in traps quite often. Are we... Oh, nope. I take it back. He does sell it. So Tauren Chieftain selling that Scroll of Town Portal very quickly. And now we're going to take a look back across here. The Tauren Chieftain is healing up, and no aggro onto that Tauren Chieftain, as this Ogre Warrior creep camp is going to get taken down. There goes an ensnare. Tauren Chieftain finally takes some damage from the Forest Troll Trapper because of the retargeting from that ensnare. A little bit of an unlucky break there, as the Tauren Chieftain should be able to get to a decent level. Now, what I am expecting in this matchup is Lightning Shield from Shaman. Shaman have been such a big powerhouse in the Night Elf matchup, being able to remove Purge and also be able to shut down those Ents, as we're going to see them being summoned across over here. Now, HurricaneBo is going to have a little bit of an issue, as he is low on mana. He should most likely be trying to retreat. He spent a lot of his mana here. Didn't really need to spend it on these additional forces of nature, as the Keeper of the Grove is going to stay at level 2. Meanwhile, back across here, Tauren Chieftain staying at 2. Is he going to go after this Ogre Magi creep camp? Yes, he will. Going after this Ogre Magi creep camp. Are we going to see a Stomp? No Stomp as of yet, as this unit will be, will be picking up some additional items. A quick ensnare onto a Wisp, and yeah, this is a Tauren Chieftain first. Still not quite sure what to make of it. Ogre Magi and that Forest Troll Trapper with that Inner Fire, so much bonus damage, and also with additional armor causing so many problems. Now, both sides of the map are clearing out their creep camps. Not a lot of engagement straight up, and this is not something I would recommend you do on, say, Battle.net or in any sort of ladder play. What you're going to end up seeing is that both sides really doesn't know what the other is doing. We are also getting up a Tree of Life here, as well, and that Tree of Life is going to make the slow trek off into that location. Now the Keeper of the Grove is going to go ahead and dive on here. Great Hall should be able to tech to tier 2 here fairly fast. Let's take a look. Orc Burrow, is it going to get repaired? A lot of damage, and this is a big issue. Are we going to see a lot of repairs as we are fighting our way back out? Yeah, massive repairs. Nothing really inside the Orc Burrow to really engage here, as one Orc Burrow down. Archers still making their way back down, and without a Scroll of Town Portal, well, the Tauren Chieftain is absolutely having, well, no real luck. Let's take a look back across here. Warmill needs to get upgraded here momentarily. Tauren Chieftain gonna go ahead and run on down here. Let's take a look. The Keeper of the Grove is purposely blocking that one location. Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. There goes one archer and a peon, as we should be also getting the fortified armor upgrades. An army of archers just being able to shoot apart your farms, a definite issue. But the Tauren Chieftain will be healing up. He should be getting a healing salve. No healing salve for, okay, no. Yeah, still no healing salve for some strange reason. Meanwhile, we are going into Spirit Lodge with Shaman, as I expected. Spirit Lodge with Shaman. Lightning Shield is going to be a very powerful ability here, as the Tauren Chieftain. Is it going to stomp? Yes. The stomp here, not only does it deal damage, you can see the long duration of that stun across multiple units actually mitigated a fair amount of damage. That's how you want to be using stomp when you're going up against creeps. You want to make sure you don't stomp far too often, though, as we see off to the north here. A Crystal Ball was used to keep track of the opponent. The expansion has now been cleared out, but no signs of a Great Hall or anything of that nature. Shaman, Spirit Lodge should be making their way out. Warmill, additional Orc Burrows, no additional hero being trained up as of yet. And I'm still curious as to what the Orc player's real long-term game plan is going to be. Let's take a look back across here. The Shaman are going to be making their way out here in just a moment. Both sides are going to be creeping. Tauren Chieftain now making its way off to the north. Decent amount of armor as well. And let's take a look. Well, we are going to be quite a bit exposed. We are looking at an Alchemist here. The Alchemist is going to get to level 2. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain still sitting at level 3. Is it going to go after a difficult creep camp? Yes, it will. Going to go ahead, get surrounded, and then just pretty much put his foot down. So much damage dealt. You see, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another stomp being used here. This is a rather difficult creep camp. A lot of damage to be dealt. And, well, no, it looks like no stomp is going to be used. A little bit of a surprise. There goes a shockwave, and we're going to see that unit now get taken down. All right, Endurance Aura, the least useful item. Are we going to see a scroll? No Scroll of Town Portal. There's a big stomp in order to get away. Let's take a look. All the units trying to head back as well. Shaman are right here. Scroll of Speed was used, but it didn't look like much went anywhere. All right. Units now making their way back down once more. Let's take a look as we see the clearing of the remainder of the center creep camp here on Concealed Hill. Archers, Huntresses now making their way down. You see Shaman, Initiate Training, no, I believe it's Purged, followed by Lightning Shield, so no Lightning Shield as of yet. That does come as a bit of a surprise. There's Acid Bomb, and are we going to see a Stomp? Yes, you are. A big Stomp going across multiple units. Purge across all of those Force of Nature units, as we see another Stomp again. The Tauren Chieftain just putting his foot down and absolutely wrecking that back line. All right, more units pushing through damage again. Healing Spray being used. There is another Stomp. Not going to work out all too well. Shaman could try and purge once more. Tauren Chieftain now low on mana, but it does have the Ring of Regeneration, so it is regenerating hit points rather nicely. 42 compared to, or 39 compared to 47 right now. HurricaneBo with a huge advantage. Grunt's now trying to join in on the fight. Tauren Chieftain really in the far back, not able to do very much, as the Grunt going to go ahead and retreat back here. Now, Quad Orc Burrow right in the spot, going to protect all of these units. Don't want to go diving in onto that location, as the Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 5. All right, level 5 Tauren Chieftain, absolutely scary. Shaman still getting trained up, still no Lightning Shield though. That that is really the big head scratcher right now. With no lightning shield, that Tauren chief, or with lightning shield, the Tauren chieftain would be dealing massive amounts of damage just by stomping and then forcing units to stand around him. Let's take a look at this. Spirit Lodge still has a bit of upgrades to go. Did he pick up another item? It looks like perhaps he picked up a Scroll of Speed. Still waiting to see if we are going to be getting into that adept training as the Keeper of the Grove, now with a Moonstone Crystal Ball, sitting at level 4. Expansion over here on the top left as well. This is an uphill battle for the Orc player. He is behind economically, and his army is, well, only comparable in size. The longer the game goes, the better it will be for the Night Elf player if he's able to leverage that economic advantage. However, the Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 5 already, so a level 5 Tauren Chieftain can deal a lot of damage. Meanwhile, we are finally going into that adept training. As I mentioned, well, many at the start of this game, as the Tauren Chieftain may be forced to retreat here. All right, let's take a look. Are we going to perhaps look at some purges here? No purges. Scroll of Protection, Scroll of Healing could be used. There's a Scroll of Healing. Tauren Chieftain now trying to, well, dive in onto the situation. And here we go. Are we going to perhaps look at some purges? Tauren Chieftain is in the front. A massive stomp. Taking down multiple units. Wisp with the massive detonations, though. Another stomp, now putting his foot down once more. Low hit point Grunts trying to head back. Tauren Chieftain is still right here. Another stomp right there. And, well, I believe there's going to be one more. Are we going to get one more stomp? Yes, we are. Another stomp again. Scroll of Healing. Is it going to try and get away now? Scroll of Speed could be used. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, also a possibility, as the units are just making their rounds as well. All right, let's take a look at this. Are we going to see any units here? Tauren Chieftain, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Stomp, going after all those units again. And so many units taken down and lost. Grunts going after all those units. Tauren Chieftain now gets up to level 6 and says, I dare you to kill me, as the Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 6. All right. Level 6, really, I think if Lightning Shield was used, this game would probably already be over. Let's take a look at this. More damage, easy damage right there. Tauren Chieftain now trying to make its rounds, trying to chase after all those units. Fast movement speed, level 2 endurance aura, improved strength of the moon. Tauren Chieftain could head back, drink some, get some mana, get some clarity potions, be back stronger here, ready to go. As we are also going to be, oh no, wow, beautiful use right here. Is the lower hit point Grunt's going to actually be able to back off? That is the question now. That Grunt down to 30 hit points, down to 3. He finally gets taken down. Shaman trying to aggro the units here as the Tauren Chieftain and all the Grunts are now trying to fight. All right, are the Shaman going to be able to stand close enough to that Fountain of Health to really not suffer all of that damage? That is the question now. Grunt's going to get taken down. No Grunt taken down. The Shamans are just dancing around here trying to get away. Tauren Chieftain has no way to attack the air. No Orb of Lightning or anything of that nature. But this is still rather beneficial for the Orc. Opposite end of the map, Night Elf also healing back up. Let's take a look. Alchemists getting some items from the shop, apparently, as the Shaman now making their way back down. Tauren Chieftain needs to get some mana. Shaman is going to get some mana as well, as we are going into more Shaman. 50 over 50 supply in a combination of Grunts and Shaman. However, Wisp could be the key factor in this battle. Clarity Potion, Healing Salve once again being used. Let's take a look, trying to heal back up even more units. A Wisp trying to detonate, not going to be able to find its target whatsoever, as the Tauren Chieftain now up to 230 mana and rising. All right, let's take a look. Shaman could try and engage here. Are we going to perhaps go after the Rock Golem? Yes, we are. Tauren Chieftain does have a Scroll of Healing. No more healing salves, though, so his army is going to be a little bit worse for wear after this particular fight, or perhaps we'll head over to the Fountain of Health afterwards. The one thing that the Tauren Chieftain wants to do, he wants to trade efficiently, and if all that ends up happening is HurricaneBo's extra economy turns into more experience for the Orc army and that Tauren Chieftain, that is the only way I could foresee the game going in favor of the Orc. Let's take a look. We are still at Stronghold. We are finally getting the War Mill fortified reinforced defense upgrade as the units are now going to be making their rounds out. All right, Lightning Shield could potentially be the big play here. An army of grunts with Lightning Shield, Stomp, all of that could easily make short work of a lot of units. Tauren Chieftain now trying to head back, perhaps waiting for all of the units to come in and engage. Here you go, Shaman, Tauren Chieftain, what is going on? The Tauren Chieftain should actually be in the front. Grunts trying to re-engage here. We're going to see a couple of Purge finish off all those units. Tauren Chieftain, there is the Tauren Chieftain trying to find its position here. Are we going to see a Stomp? Yes, we are. No Lightning Shield across all of the units, though. The Tauren Chieftain is just dancing around, and that's not what you want. You want the Tauren Chieftain, well, he is trying to get away from all of those Wisp, as you're going to see perhaps a detonation there, a couple of Purges onto the Wisp to purposely slow everything up. Scroll of Healing should be used. There goes a Stomp. Scroll of Healing was quickly used right behind it. Shaman is still right there. Lightning Shield onto the Tauren Chieftain should be a possibility already. Not quite sure why it hasn't been done already, as the Tauren Chieftain taking massive damage, down to 253 hit points. Lightning Shield, there it goes. There's the Stomp, and so much damage now across all of these units. Tauren Chieftain, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability could be used here at any moment now. Oh, doesn't need it. It's just going to get resurrected. All right, resurrected Tauren Chieftain now back out. Stomp, ready to go. Lightning Shield should be on it here, ready to go as well. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Why is there not a Lightning Shield? There you go. Lightning Shield. Stomp. Tauren Chieftain fighting his way out, finishing off multiple units. Endurance Aura, next level. We could see another Stomp again. There goes another Stomp. Tauren Chieftain is absolutely one-man wrecking pretty much all of this army. There's another Lightning Shield. Tauren Chieftain finishing off more units here. Is it going to finish off perhaps a Huntress? Huntress should just get attacked here, and it would get finished off. Not quite sure what's going on as the Tauren Chieftain now makes its way back over. All right, Tauren Chieftain chasing after all of the units. Its Endurance Aura level 3 makes it one of the fastest units out on the map, as it now looks to back away. Tauren Chieftain back with a vengeance here, ready to go. The Tauren Chieftain said, you know what, you can go ahead and kill me. I will come back stronger than ever. The Tauren Chieftain pulling off the Jedi move better than Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's take a look at here. Tauren Chieftain now making its way back to the fountain. Gonna try and heal up once more. Fortified armor. Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 7. Ring of Regeneration. Mana. All of that is definitely gonna be needed. Let's take a look. Grunts now making their way down. Perhaps spotting the fact that this army is gonna get into position. Grunts all now trying to get away. Tauren Chieftain could have hanged back just a little bit to give that grunt faster movement speed. All right, Tauren Chieftain. Is he going to go ahead and, yep, Clarity Potion it up, ready to go. Meanwhile, back across here, this army of Huntresses, Tome of Intelligence left behind, Keeper of the Grove. Going to say, you know what, thank you very much. I know Tauren Chieftains don't like to read but, well, when a Tauren Chieftain has level 3 Stomp, I assume he wants as much mana as possible. That Tauren Chieftain, very fast movement speed. We're gonna be getting into position here in just a second. No additional heroes that I can spot or see. Tauren Chieftain is gonna try and buy anything else, perhaps some healing salves to heal up again, and, well, be ready to move on out. Overall, you know that the amount of gold that HurricaneBo has mined, about 6,000 more than his opponent at this stage, but still is only about a 14 supply difference. Taxes having a big deal with that, but also the Tauren Chieftain pushing at just the right time to put pressure onto his opponent. All right, Tauren Chieftain ready to run on in there. Level 5 armor. This is one of those situations where a high strength, low agility hero that has additional armor all of a sudden becomes that much more difficult to kill. Great Hall expansion already getting underway, but the Tauren Chieftain is going to go ahead and try and dive on in. Let's take a look. The Tauren Chieftain is right there. Well, Lightning Shield, Stomp trying to finish off multiple units, and you're going to see detonation going across. Lightning Shield onto all of the actual other Huntresses as well. That is actually going to cause problems for those other Huntresses. Here you go. Another Stomp coming across. More detonation. Tauren Chieftain now out of mana. Finally, another Lightning Shield on the Tauren Chieftain again. And the Tauren Chieftain is just living up to his name, leading this army and dealing so much damage. Healing spray coming back again, trying to finish off more units. Tauren Chieftain still out of mana though, as you're looking at the Tauren Chieftain make its way back down. All right, let's take a look. Shaman gonna get finished off perhaps. Well, come on, low hit point Shaman right there. Tauren Chieftain now makes its way back down. Shaman are trying to back away. 36 supply compared to 53. The Tauren Chieftain, hanging back just to finish off a couple of archers. Meanwhile, the Shaman are trying to get away. One Shaman, gets a purge off, but is going to end up getting killed for his effort, as the remaining units should be able to jump back inside. All right. And doesn't want to get too close to the Orc Burrows units. Well, this is one of those situations where the glaive bounce is going to be so helpful, as we're now taking a look. Tauren Chieftain, Lightning Shield, Stomp, ready to go, trying to finish off more units again. As the Keeper of the Grove could be in trouble. Units are just standing next to that Tauren Chieftain. Standing next to a Tauren Chieftain is hazardous to your health. There should be some type of Surgeon General's warning right there, as the Tauren Chieftain now makes its way back off to the north. All right, that's feeling good. Tauren Chieftain now making its way over here to the top right. Is going to be able to chase down all these units. Another purge onto the Alchemist. Alchemist could have problems. Constant purging. Tauren Chieftain could be able to finish off an Alchemist. Does finish off the Alchemist, as the Tauren Chieftain says, you know what? You might as well just try and kill me. No, the Tauren Chieftain doesn't care if he dies. That cooldown for resurrection has come to an end. Getting killed might actually be a favor at this point, as the Tauren Chieftain is trying to finish off some of these lower hit point units. 3 Shaman, or a handful of Shaman, all that is pretty much left here. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain trying to finish off some units. Once again, Tauren Chieftain could get some extra mana. Are we going to see some sort of chase after all of these units? The Huntresses, actually, do they move faster than the Grunts? No, the Grunts actually move faster because of that level 3 Endurance Aura, but still not enough. Main gold mines will be mining out here in just a moment. This gold Ancient of Lore built in its place. The expansion here was canceled, however, as the Tauren Chieftain is, well, having an absolute field day. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 5, a 64 to 41 supply advantage. HurricaneBo still has the army advantage at this stage, obviously, but the problem is going to be whether or not the Tauren Chieftain can be shut down. Now, it is nightfall here. Huntresses are hiding next to that red Drake. That is going to be a problem if all of these units make their way over. Yes, there is a large army here, but the Huntresses do have more hit points and perhaps could try and focus fire onto the lower hit point units. Does the Orc player realize? Oh, he must realize. If he stood right here and stomped, that would have been absolutely perfect. I believe Stomp actually reveals hidden or shadow melded units, since it is a channeled ability. I thought that was the case, not 100% sure. Tauren Chieftain is going to be able to make its way back down. It looks like it will be forced to do that. Shaman now trying to run back here. Orc Burrows with plenty of attack. Shaman now going to go ahead and purge off some units. As you can see, Orc Burrows just galore, trying to pick off units now. All right, Tauren Chieftain making its way down. Let's take a look. Are we perhaps going to see some Lightning Shield? Tauren Chieftain is making its way in. Are we going to see a Stomp? There is that Stomp now, and just stopping everything in its tracks. Lightning Shield, where is it? That's all I gotta say. Another Tauren Chieftain. There is that Stomp. You're gonna see multiple dead Huntresses right there. There goes 3, and there goes the Town Hall though. But was it enough? 41 to 52 supply. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 9. Level 9 Tauren Chieftain. That Tauren Chieftain needs to get away from all of the other units. That is going to, well, accidentally kill some friendly units here. Meanwhile, no revealing at all. The Tauren Chieftain dealing so much damage. Lightning Shield, Tauren Chieftain, and the amount of mana, that is just going to be an absolute problem. We are looking at a 9,000 gold difference right now, but it doesn't really look like anything is going to come of this. Let's take a look. There's some detonations onto that Tauren Chieftain. The Tauren Chieftain actually has to stay away from all of those wisps. You do not want that to be the case, where you lose a whole bunch of mana due to wisp here, as the Tauren Chieftain Stomp, trying to finish off all of those units now, making sure, yep, there they go. Tauren Chieftain having plenty of mana left over, sitting at level 9. Trying to shut down the Tauren Chieftain is just not going to work. You can't. What do you do when you have a powerful hero? You're going up against a powerful hero and you can't kill it. If you kill it, you actually, well, double the longevity of that particular usefulness. Dryads, well, maybe a little bit late, as the Dryads are perhaps the only unit that is immune to all of this here, but it could turn into a base race. This is going to become extremely close. Tauren Chieftain now trying to make its way inside here. Tauren Chieftain, are we going to see a lightning shield? Purge coming across some units here. There goes another Orc Burrow. Lightning shield now trying to dive its way back down. Are we going to see a stomp? We should be just walking with the army here. There is an entangle. Finally, Purge trying to break through. Tauren Chieftain now making its way back over. Keeper of the Grove gets to level 6. There's a stomp. Is it going to be enough to finish off perhaps any of these units? Potion of Mana. Tauren Chieftain trying to go after these units. Another Purge onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove does have a Squirrel of Town Portal, and that stomp was just a split second late. All right, with that said, HurricaneBo has a good advantage now going into the next fight. Grunt, low hit point. Grunt, are we going to see... Oh, the Tauren Chieftain now trying to make its way back over. Is going to be able to catch up with some of those units. The Tauren Chieftain is an extremely fast hero, especially with level 3 Endurance Aura. Well, I guess that's the reason why he's a fast hero. Level 3 Endurance Aura pretty much makes anything fast, as you're going to see, well, a Huntress get finished. There goes one Huntress. Tauren Chieftain, are we going to see a max level hero? I don't remember the last time we saw one of those. Purge now going down. Units now trying to get away. A couple of low hit point Huntresses are not going to be able to make their way out. Even a low hit point Grunt, that's 20 hit points. One attack should be able to finish it off, as there goes a Dryad finally picking off that Grunt there. Tauren Chieftain is going to find that Dryad. Needs one swipe. Swipe or no swipe. Is he going to be able to catch up to it? It looks like, wow, just trying to get it. There it goes, finally taking down that Dryad. Meanwhile, back down to the south. Well, the Orc Burrows are in trouble. Are they going to try and jump into the remaining locations? Perhaps get some repairs? That is the big question. Tauren Chieftain, Tranquility in the back. Oh, Keeper of the Grove could have problems. If it gets stomped on, it will have a very bad day. Lightning Shield could be used here as well onto some of these Huntresses. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down. No Lightning Shield that I can see. No mana. That is the issue, as the Tauren Chieftain is still sitting at 186. All right, Stomp trying to make sure. No more Healing Spray. Keeper of the Grove going to get taken down. Level 10 Tauren Chieftain now out onto the field, but only 2 buildings left. At this stage, Shockwave. Shockwave dealing massive damage across multiple units. Orc Burrow, Healing Spray, trying to finish off everything. Peons could try and repair. If there is anything left, you should be trying to repair at this point to keep all of your units alive. One Orc Burrow, no, I take it back. A new Great Hall is being established here. Let's see. Let's take a look. A Huntress going to get taken down. Orc Burrow still alive. Tauren Chieftain trying to get ahead of the situation, and you can see exactly that. Shaman could start purging some of the units. Alchemist could get taken down, and it looks like the Alchemist will, in fact, get taken down there. Tauren Chieftain trying to catch up to all of the Huntresses off to the side. Is going to be able to pick off any of the units as it tries to, well, get a little bit ahead here. This one Huntress, is it going to try and get there? It is purposely trying to bounce away, and let's take a look at this. Shaman, well, units that can actually deal damage. Last Huntress is about to get taken down, and Orc with a level 10 Tauren Chieftain gonna come away with the victory. All right, maximum experience on a solo hero. Units killed 141. Stomp, resource difference 6,000 gold. Collected difference 10,000 gold harvested difference here, as Tauren Chieftain with Stomp does prove to be too much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.